So we're talking Okanagan Sun linebacker Connor Richard. Connor, beautiful fall day in the Okanagan.
Beautiful.
Good day to be practicing football.
Yeah, perfect day to practice some football.
We're just going to back up before we talk about the football game. Talk a little bit about where you're from. You got an interesting story on how you got here. Just tell everybody about it.
I was originally born in St. John, New Brunswick. I moved down to Tennessee when I was about 1 or 2 because my dad enlisted in the military, and then grew up there until I was 18 and came to Canada. Just kind of dual citizenship, so I wanted to see what Canada was about, and ended up getting recruited by Coach Mollard and been here for the last 3 seasons. So
let's talk about football culture in Canada and the United States. A lot of hockey up here, not as much football.
Yeah, it's a lot different. The hype behind football isn't as big as it is in the States, but if you the team, the Okanagan Sun, the program is tremendously it supports the culture, to say the least. I love the team here. I love the way the coaches go about things, and it doesn't feel any different when you're playing with the coaches and the team here. So the culture wouldn't be that much different other than just the hype behind the sport, as a nation.
Just the hype. You played high school football down in Tennessee, though.
Yeah.
Just tell us about high school football in the United States. So that's got to be crazy.
Nothing like Friday Night Lights, honestly. Our games were huge. We had bigger crowds than we get here, obviously, and stuff. The teams we played always had Division I talent and stuff like that. So, the high school was crazy. It was a tremendous experience to take part in.
What about making the move from the American game to the Canadian game?
Other than the size of the field, I heard that was going to be a difference, and I mean it does make a difference sometimes because there's more scheme of things, and not having 4 downs obviously makes it different because there's going to be more passing in the Canadian game. So I had to adjust to coverage instead of run first like I did in the States. There's a lot more running down there, obviously.
Did you follow hockey at all down there?
No, we actually had the Nashville Predators 30 minutes away from me, so I used to go to hockey games and stuff, but never had interest in playing it, or none of my friends did or anything. But when I came to Canada, I was kind of shit, I wish I played hockey. So
do you skate? You say you don't skate?
I mean, I've went skating on a few dates before, but I mean, I'm not too good at it now.
Okay, so right after we do this interview, we're going to go down to the arena. That's a bit of a surprise. We're going to slap skates on you and film you.
Okay, let's do it.
Really? Okay. I was kidding, but okay, good enough for that. It's good to know. Okay, so let's talk about this year now, where we're at right now. BCFC Championship tomorrow, obviously. I'm not going to ask you if you're happy to be playing in it, but what were your expectations at the start of the season? Is this where you thought you'd be?
Start of the season with the defense we had and just how we looked and felt at spring camp, I thought we were going to be undefeated at this point. And the 2 games we lost and the one that we tied, I think we could have easily won, so it didn't really take away from that feeling at all. Cullen Cup, I think this might be my last year here, so it's a great feeling to know that I'm going to be playing in it and potentially be playing against Ontario next week, and then maybe in 2 weeks be playing in the national championship in Saskatchewan.
So let's talk. You said you expected that the team might be undefeated this year. So those losses, a little bit of adversity, do you think that helps you at all tomorrow?
I think having the 2 losses and the tie actually benefited the team more, because we had to taste what losing felt like, and we had to taste what fighting hard in a game and playing a good West Shore team and tying them felt like. Also, it brought us closer, and it made us pull our shit together as a team, and the coaching staff also.
Can't say shit on the internet.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. That's what you can't say shit when you fall down when we go skating yesterday. But we're not doing that, so you can say shit. Got the Apple Bowl field behind you.
Best place to play in BC, in my opinion.
Do you think it's an advantage tomorrow? Is it an advantage?
Huge advantage. I think any team would argue that having home field advantage is a way to get the team going, and it's hard to travel and beat a team. Traveling a long day from, say, Langley or Vancouver, it's a long trip, and when your boys show up here and the other team just woke up out of bed, it's different. It's definitely an advantage.
Your opponent. Let's talk about the Langley Rams. You've had 2 very tough games against them this year. What are you expecting out of the Rams tomorrow, and what have the coaches told you to prepare for?
I think we match up well across the board. I think it's going to come down to defense, like it has all season. When we went to Langley the first game, so we have a whole different team now. We're running a different scheme. We have different starters on offense. We've lost players on defense. It's a whole different ball game, Langley and for us. I think that they also have injuries on their side of the ball, on offense, with their quarterback position. So I mean, it comes down to a lot of factors, like what can happen and what can happen for them or us. So
The quarterback, you'd mentioned potentially quarterback switch from what you've seen. The Rams have declared that Tristan Jansu, who played so well last week as their starter, has your coaching staff talked about the differences between the two quarterbacks?
We know that out of the two, Duncan's been the starter all year, and yeah, he had a good game, but we're expecting Duncan to start. It's the Cullen Cup. He's been the starter all year. We don't know how severe his injuries are, but we're expecting to see Duncan. But if the other quarterback does start, then we're prepared for him.
Okay. Number 15, Javon Catoy.
Hell of a player.
What do you have to do to shut him down?
We've adjusted our defense a little bit. We didn't really make too many changes. One player can't win a game for a team, in my opinion. We know he's going to make plays. We're going to make plays too. It's just about taking the vertical threats away and getting pressure on the quarterback.
Do you think about the finality of potentially being your last game of the year tomorrow?
I'll think about that tomorrow. Honestly, it sucks knowing that it potentially could be our game, but the way the boys feel right now and the energy going into the game, and we haven't lost since Langley came here and beat us. I just feel good. I feel like we're gonna walk out of here with a dub.
BCFC All-Star, named the Outstanding Defensive Player in the Year in BC. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Was that a goal this year?
No. Last year I was awarded All Canadian, so I kind of felt like I set the bar for myself, and I wanted to, of course, get back to All Canadian, but I didn't think I was going to get recognition for 3 awards from the league. But it was definitely an honor, and it wasn't a goal per se, but it's definitely wanted by me. Yeah.
I guess last question. Tomorrow, is there one teammate you might talk to before the game, and what might you say to him if you did?
Definitely got to go to Tyler Goen. He's like a little brother to me. But last year we grew close, and if we don't go to the same university, or if he came back here next year and we didn't get to play on the same field again, it's definitely kind of sad. But yeah, it's my boy. So I definitely have a little talk with him before the game.
Perfect. Okay. Appreciate you doing this, and good luck tomorrow, Connor.
All right. Thank you.